Lukashenko during inauguration, "I am a happy president and Belarus is a country people want to live in." Aleksandr Lukashenko has been sworn in as Belarus president. The inauguration ceremony took place in the Grand Ceremonial Hall, the largest hall in the Palace of Independence. More than 1,100 people were invited to attend the ceremony. A few minutes before the arrival of Aleksandr Lukashenko, the state flag of the Republic of Belarus and the banner of the President of the Republic of Belarus were brought in. It is symbolic that the route of the President's motorcade, accompanied by an honorary escort of motorcyclists, ran along the two main avenues of the capital city, Independence Avenue and Victor's Avenue. At the beginning of the ceremony, the Constitution of the Republic of Belarus was brought to the inauguration venue to the sounds of a solemn march. The ceremony was opened by Chairman of the Central Election Commission Igor Karpenko, who declared that Aleksandr Lukashenko had been elected president of the country by the will of the people of Belarus through a free and democratic election. Placing his right hand on the constitution, Aleksandr Lukashenko took the oath of office in the Belarusian language. "In assuming the office of the President of the Republic of Belarus, I solemnly swear to faithfully serve the people of the Republic of Belarus, to respect and protect the rights and freedoms of man and citizen, to observe and protect the Constitution of the Republic of Belarus, to fulfill the high duties entrusted to me in a holy and conscientious manner." After that, the national anthem of Belarus was played, and the President signed the act of taking the oath. The chairman of the Central Election Commission presented Aleksandr Lukashenko with the certificate of the President of the Republic of Belarus. "First of all, I would like to congratulate all of us on the election victory. This is not only my victory as president, but also the victory of millions of our Belarusians. On 26 January, we overcame another historic milestone. We did it confidently and wisely, without straying from the path we have been following for over 30 years. This is the path of peace and creation, national unity and patriotism, justice and great opportunities for everyone, everything we call a state for the people. This is our Belarusian path," Aleksandr Lukashenko stated. The president stressed that at the recent election, just as at the very beginning of this path, Belarusians once again chose independence, the continuity of the political course, and a confident future. "The Belarusian nation demonstrated its maturity, the triumph of our unity," the head of state said. Swearing an oath to the country and the Belarusian people in the year of the 80th anniversary of the great victory is a huge responsibility. Today we all swear an oath of faithful service to the fatherland and will not let anyone erase the creative mark in history, our mark and the mark of our predecessors, Aleksandr Lukashenko said. He also said, "We have demonstrated electoral sovereignty in action. Over the years we have managed to form a standard of election organization that can serve as an international standard." The president thanked all the voters for their votes in his favor, for their belief in principles and values that underpin the accomplishments of sovereign Belarus. "Your accomplishments and mine," he noted. "We have secured our victories together. I'm glad to see support from young Belarusians, their involvement in the political life. It is valuable. Kids didn't see the ruins of the first years of the country's establishment. Due to objective reasons, it is difficult for them to judge the correctness of the policy we adopted back then. But they are ready to continue it. We raised a decent generation to replace us. We have someone to pass on the baton," the Belarusian leader is convinced. The head of state also thanked his authorized representatives. "In addition to representing interests and the program of the incumbent president, you promptly addressed the issues that worry people. I'm grateful to municipal authorities, particularly to election commissions, to law enforcement agencies. We held the election in a decent manner. This success stems from your huge work. The work that lasted for more than a day and for more than 1 month," Aleksandr Lukashenko pointed out. "In the avant-garde of the election campaign were teachers, medics as always, and our beloved women. Thank you very much." The president addressed words of gratitude to organizers and participants of multiple cultural and sport events. In his words, they created an atmosphere of celebration and improved the unity of the society. Mass media demonstrated their high professionalism. A serious agenda was formed in the national media field without hype, without speculations, without any shows and scandals. State-run mass media represent the main source of information for Belarusians, Aleksandr Lukashenko remarked. "You and I have created a sovereign state. We have something to be proud of. What did the world know about the Republic of Belarus some 3 decades ago? Almost nothing. Who was interested in us? Perhaps nobody. And today our country is known to the whole world. Today we matter," the Belarusian leader said. He noted that Belarus is now getting a lot of attention, but not everyone likes the country's independence. "Especially our honest and open position in the international arena," the president emphasized. Today I would like to address the candidates who were running for the post of president. Thanks to you, we have shown an example of true clean competition. There were no internal intrigues, manipulations by external forces, the Belarusian leader said. I also thank those who do not fit into such a political and legal format, but continue to lecture us about life from abroad, working off grants from Western democracies. The president recalled that the investigation by the new U.S. administration had uncovered blatant cases of U.S. aid and NED financing of coup d'etat and color revolutions around the world, including in Belarus in 2020. Remember the attempt at coup d'etat in our country. Thanks to you who sold your homeland for the grants, or rather, in spite of you, we have become stronger, because we cherish peace that you jeopardize. We ensure the well-being that you jeopardize by asking your masters for sanctions and bombs. You have taught us to value and defend what we have. The people see everything. You do not and will not have support. You have no future. You and your handlers have nothing to counter our unity. I will say more. Have the world dreams of our dictatorship, the dictatorship of true deeds and interests of our people. We have democracy in spades, the head of state said. The president stressed that everyone in Belarus has the constitutional right and an opportunity to speak up. But one should not call for destroying everything that has been created by many generations of Belarusians. We will not allow the freedom of speech to be used as a club for destroying one's own country. We see what can happen because of that. We've been through a lot as we charted our own sovereign path. And attempts to turn our life upside down, endless criticism of our policy, assaults on our people who firmly support the government are the price of independence of the state, the price of prosperity of our people, the president stated. The Belarusian state model of development has become a challenge to the system of pseudo-liberal values. The fact that we do not retreat and do not bow down irritates our opponents and enemies, Aleksandr Lukashenko said. According to him, that is why a waterfall of sanctions has fallen on Belarus. It is dirty and unfair economic competition in its most primitive form. This is true not only about economic competition. Even amid these conditions, we have done a lot, have made progress, have developed new competencies, the president said. According to the head of state, Belarus has made significant strides in recent years as it mastered new competencies. The country is developing its space industry. Belarus started out with the production of space equipment, and now Belarusians participate in international research programs, launch satellites, and train specialists. We have built our first nuclear power plant. With the opening of the Belarusian National Biotechnology Corporation, we have mastered technologies that only a few countries in the world have. We have also carved out our niche in such an advanced area as digital technologies. Our optics and microelectronics products are in demand all over the world, Aleksandr Lukashenko said, citing examples. Belarus is known as the manufacturer of the largest dump trucks, BelAZ. Every 10th tractor on the planet comes off the MTZ conveyor. And there are also mass vehicles, electric buses and cars, the president noted. Having launched a rural development program, within just a few decades we have ensured our own food security and have become one of the top 10 food exporters in the world. Our healthcare is one of the most top-notch and at the same time one of the most accessible in the world. We are in the top 20 world transplantation hubs. This is all the new Belarus, a country of hard workers and creators, the Belarusian leader emphasized. We have become strong, important and visible, but as strange as it sounds, we're once again walking on the edge of an abyss of deep geopolitical crisis. And not just us, the head of state noted. In a world of growing divisions, one challenge rapidly replaces another, hotspots are multiplying. Escalation around us is ever intensifying. NATO troops are at our borders, doing their utmost to drag Belarus into a conflict. Aleksandr Lukashenko pointed out the challenges Belarus faced over the past 5 years. Within just one electoral cycle, Belarus endured a pandemic, the attempt at a color revolution, strict sanctions and constant provocation on its western and southern borders. We held our ground and will continue to stand firm, not yielding to provocations, he said. All of this is the result of global games by those who believe they have the right to impose their will on the world, violating international principles and norms, the Belarusian leader stated. On what grounds have they assumed such a right? As co-founders of the United Nations, we are entitled to pose this question, the head of state said. The president recalled that 80 years ago, 50 countries, including Belarus, signed the UN Charter and took on the highest responsibility to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war, to reaffirm faith in fundamental human rights, in the dignity and worth of the human person, in the equal rights of men and women and of nations large and small. Since then, a total of 143 states have joined us in our goals, he added. When it comes to justice and truth, it does not matter how big your country is. The voice of Belarus always sounds loud and confident. Over the years of our independence, we have been involved in big politics. I can say with full responsibility that we, the authorities and the people, have enough experience to hold our ground against any headwinds, the head of state said. Yet, Aleksandr Lukashenko warned Belarusians against resting on their laurels. Only we need our country to be strong, prosperous, visible, and active on the international arena. Fortunately, we have many friends and allies: brotherly Russia, Great China, partners in the Commonwealth of Independent States, SCO, BRICS. In fact, all the countries of the global majority. We are a nation worthy of respect. Entering a new historical period, Belarus relies on the time-tested development strategy. It was defined long ago at the national referendums and people's assemblies, Belarusian people's assemblies. We make adjustments to it in accordance with the moment, our experience and resources. The general guidelines include traditions, diligence, technology, the head of state said. All this within the framework of the new 5-year plan and the new program of socio-economic development should provide a higher quality of life for every Belarusian. We need to make progress, serve our country and people, and harness the trends that are rapidly taking over the world today and will determine it tomorrow, like atomic energy, robots, genetic engineering, creation and more creation, but not destruction, said Aleksandr Lukashenko. The president defined traditions as the heritage of ancestors and the experience of the present generations in building a sovereign Belarus. This is the moral and ethical basis that determines the unity of the people and underlies the worldview of Belarusians: justice, lawfulness, and solidarity. This is the foundation on which the continuity of generations is built. Traditions that we should pass on to our youth, the president said. Diligence is something the Belarusian people are known for. It has allowed our people to survive in the whirlpools of history. Combined with discipline, professionalism, talent, and responsibility, it allows them to achieve the most ambitious goals. Not to mention about such qualities of the Belarusian people as innate perseverance and steadfastness, the president emphasized. According to the head of state, technology is the key to the future self-sufficient economy and a guarantee of the country's independence, a tool for sustainable development and security, and a way into the family of leading countries. The contours of our strategy are outlined in the election program. You know, everything we promised will be fulfilled, together with you, for the welfare of the country and the Belarusian people, for Belarus to step forward. A strong economy is our policy and the key to success. Promising investment projects, innovative production, new jobs are the basic tasks of the upcoming 5-year plan, the head of state said. Aleksandr Lukashenko emphasized that Belarus has a colossal and even unique scientific potential in many areas. We have everything we need not to lose the new intellectual race. According to him, it is necessary to strengthen the traditional domestic design, engineering, and other schools, as well as to develop new competencies. This does not mean running headlong over the overhyped brand new trends, artificial intelligence, quantum computers, and the like. Yes, we will do it, but only for the benefit of our people, the Belarusian leader said. We will never need technology for technology's sake. They should be of real use and give a concrete result. The main thing is to understand what of this array of innovations really gives a new quality, saves resources, makes life of people easier and better. These and other tasks are to be further concretized and approved by the Belarusian People's Congress. Aleksandr Lukashenko said, despite all the challenges, we will preserve the people-first economy model based on mutual responsibility of the state and the public. We will continue working to improve the efficiency of state administration as well as the relentless fight against red tape and corruption. As always, we will do it openly and publicly. We will resolve this problem within 5-year term. I promise it. The head of state stressed that mass media are expected to play a major role in the process. They have no right to lag behind the current agenda, the real life and needs of the society. Keep up the momentum you have gained, improve your ideas and technologies, do everything to spread the truth about Belarus. The truth is our strength. Aleksandr Lukashenko said, it is necessary to make tourism a national project in the 5-year period, to reveal our history, culture, and language to the world. The significance and economic potential of this industry is on par, for instance, with those of the mechanical engineering industry. As a matter of principle, any global goal is unreachable without properly dealing with pressing, routine problems. The most important project for the entire nation is further development of our regions, of every corner of our country. A powerful country is made up of powerful regions, the Belarusian leader stated. We will no longer pool all the workforce in Minsk and major cities. Ours is a compact country, and we can afford distributing jobs across the entire territory in a way that is efficient for the state and convenient for the people, from Khotimsk to Malarita, from Komarin to Braslav. To achieve that, it is necessary to equalize opportunities. Wherever Belarusians may live, in large villages, in agro-towns, in district capitals, conditions should be on par with the capital cities. Quality roads, access to transportation are the number one priority, Aleksandr Lukashenko said. Speaking about regional development, the president named the revision of housing policy as one of the priorities. The natural and understandable desire of every person is to have a place to live in. That is why the government's task is a large-scale program of affordable rental housing tied to new jobs. The principle is simple. If you come to work at a factory, an agricultural enterprise, you immediately get accommodation, Aleksandr Lukashenko said. We're looking beyond the horizon. We're doing our utmost so that our children and grandchildren, and then their children and grandchildren, can live in a peaceful and prosperous state and on their own land. In the next 5 years, we must gain enough strength and momentum to sustain a long journey. Time has chosen us for this very purpose, the Belarusian leader emphasized. Aleksandr Lukashenko said, a new term of office for a president always comes with new historical conditions, expectations, and tasks. Our priorities are unchanged. Those are peace, security, well-being of native Belarus, the nation's dignity, and prosperity for everyone. He went on saying, I know that true like-minded people stand with me, people who are convinced we're doing the right thing. They sincerely love Belarus and they are true patriots. No other head of state has such hard-working and reliable people like Belarusians. This is why I am a happy president and Belarus is a country people want to live in. Aleksandr Lukashenko said, our victory is a new historic chance, an opportunity to do even more for the benefit of native Belarus. This is why the key thing is that you live in your own country, in our own land. This is why you should never be afraid of anything. You are masters of your country. You make all the decisions on your own. You have earned this right. Not only our generation, but also the previous one has earned it by paying a very steep price. Your president has never abandoned you and never will. He will never betray you and will not flee. You are my entire life, and I will pour maximum effort into justifying the huge trust you have placed in me. I wish all of us peace, health, happiness, joy, inexhaustible energy for accomplishing the majestic tasks that people have set for us. We have no other right and no other possibility but to do it, and we will do it. The choice has been made. The time for new victories is about to come, the Belarusian leader stressed. After the inauguration ceremony, Belarusian President Aleksandr Lukashenko arrived at the State Flag Square next to the Palace of Independence. The president attended a ceremony of the military swearing the oath of allegiance to the Belarusian people and the President of the Republic of Belarus. Before the ceremony, the head of state changed from a business suit to a military uniform in order to address the servicemen not only as president, but also as commander-in-chief. Assuming the office of head of state, I take upon myself the greatest responsibility to faithfully serve the Belarusian people, the heroic nation. This is a great honor, obligation, and sacred duty for me. I assure you that my top priorities have always been and will remain national interests, security of the country and people, Aleksandr Lukashenko said. All these years we have been building our state together, making it stronger. Step by step we built a national security system literally from scratch. Together, we turned our military forces into a reliable shield, protecting the peaceful labor of the Belarusian people and an insurmountable barrier to any aggressor. Belarusians are a peaceful nation, and Belarus is a peace-loving country. We stand for a fair world order and for resolving any issues through dialogue. Aleksandr Lukashenko noted that during the years of sovereignty and independence, Belarus had been tested for strength many times, and each of the servicemen had repeatedly proved their patriotism, loyalty to the oath and the fatherland. Today we're united as never before, and we will certainly cope with all the challenges of the current age as our heroes veterans who brought the great victory to the people did 80 years ago. Just as we and those who have retired did here at the walls of the Palace of Independence in the year 2020. After a very short time, today we understand what would have happened to us if we and you had not withstood then, the Belarusian leader said. Our duty, the duty of people in uniform, to strengthen the defense of the country and protect our native land from any encroachments. Time has chosen us, and we are responsible for this time, before our contemporaries, and most importantly, before our descendants. Long live the hard-working, peaceful Belarusian people and their glorious defenders of the fatherland, the president said. Representatives of various military service branches took part in the ceremony. They swore to the Belarusian people and the commander-in-chief that they will always be ready to protect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the motherland. We, the servicemen and personnel of the uniformed agencies of the Republic of Belarus, solemnly pledge to the Belarusian people and you, Comrade Commander-in-Chief, that we will always be ready to reliably defend the sovereignty and territorial integrity of our motherland. Today, as the President of the Republic of Belarus assumes office, we solemnly swear to carry with dignity and honor the high title of the Defender of the Fatherland, to serve the Belarusian people and the President of the Republic of Belarus wholeheartedly, to defend our motherland courageously, skillfully, without sparing our strength and life itself. We swear. State Secretary of the Belarusian Security Council, Aleksandr Lukashenko, read out the text of the oath. In response, the serviceman answered with a loud 3 times, "We swear." The orchestra played the national anthem of Belarus, and artillery salute was fired. The Honor Guard Company marched past the head of state. The ceremony wrapped up with the premiere of the military patriotic song, the Commander-in-Chief's March.